Hey folks, Rudy, Alpha Investments. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the middle of 2020 still. Okay. Let's talk about the reserve list. It's been about a week or so. Still want to continue the updates on the reserve list situation. Overall, not much has changed since we last talked about it. We're seeing a lot more spikes. I was trying to cover a lot of the cards that were spiking, but there's hundreds of them at this point. And even making a video, putting a graphic with each one, it's just across the board. So I kind of want to address still what I see going on. Overall, we're definitely seeing a lot of wallet fatigue across the board when it comes to the new flashy products. But at the same time, don't rule it out. Just because it's new, it doesn't have that 20-year-old age already on it, does not mean it's a bad product or that long-term keeping it sealed will go to zero or be dead money, or we don't know. Remember that, everybody. So when we talk about the new stuff compared to these reserve list cards, we always must remember there is no long-term data or track record of what a sealed box of Core 21 collectors is going to be. We don't have data on it. It may be in 5 years from now, a Core 21 collector box is $250 versus 200 today, and it's moved what? In 5 years, so it's going up what? 3-4% a year? We don't know. There's no data on it. We can all speculate. I still think it's going to continue to age well. But again, until the data unfolds and the future arrives, we just don't know yet. So, but today, back to the reserve list overall. Some people said, Rudy, are we going to cool off into the holidays? Reserve list going to go back to normal? Or are we going to act like it's no big deal? Honestly, it's so cyclical. This stuff just happens over and over. It's like I feel like I should just publish the videos from 2017 and just delete them and republish them today, because 2017 is exactly like it is today with the spikes. The only difference is a lot of the spikes are even stronger this time around. You look at spikes of cards like Gwendolyn, or spikes of the Mox Diamonds and the Cradle, and these some of them are Legacy Commander cards, some are just vintage cards. But across the board, the spikes have even more strength than the ones that everybody was upset about in 2017. And, I don't think it makes any difference. The funny thing about it is, before reserve list started to boom again, I made videos talking about in 2019 how it was flat. End of 2019, it started to drop. 2020 hit, and it was just the band hammer was nailing reserve list cards. And I was making videos throughout the beginning, the first, second, third quarter. This is still technically the third quarter. First, second quarter of 2020, saying that, again, if these are things you're interested in, you need to slowly start building your positions. What I always say, don't be a hero, don't go all in. But I've always told everyone the same thing. When it comes to these reserve list cards, and I was ridiculed to no end in the first and second quarter of 2020 of everybody just, oh, look, the stock market, this and that, the economy, the shutdowns, all this short-term market noise, which in 5-10 years isn't going to matter. And all these things, oh yeah, look at what kind of idiot would buy cardboard when the world's going to come to an end and we're going to be exchanging zombie eyeballs for zombies, and that's going to be the barter system. Cardboard will literally go to zero. No joke, those were real people saying these things. And I'm sorry, everybody, but nothing has changed. The more things change, the more they stay the same. We talk about that all the time. And so today's reserve list conversation is, remember, first of all, anyone who bought reserve list cards in 2019 all the way up to probably about June of 2020, you've probably at least doubled or tripled or quadrupled your money, depending what you bought, how much of it you bought. And I remember even posting collection videos, which I know, I haven't posted in a while. People are like, Rudy, where are they buying videos? Well, now I've throttled back. I'm not even buying nearly as much on reserve list. I'm starting to back away again because the prices are way up again. I'm not willing to pay it compared to what I was buying in the last 12 months. And during those videos you guys were watching, during the shutdowns and quarantine tangerines, you guys were watching. Oh, there's Rudy, still pumping, not dumping, still buying reserve list cards. And and I told everyone the same thing. You need to be building your positions, but do not overdo it. Don't rush. Don't go all in, because I said earlier this year, I thought through the rest of this year, the prices were going to keep declining. I genuinely thought across the board, reserve list cards all the way through to the holidays were just going to continue to erode, either stay flat to slightly negative, maybe negative 5-10% in addition to where they were at the bottoms a few months ago. I never in a million years thought the market was going to just do a 180 turn and be like, all right, we're done going down, and just slingshot rubber band back up. So, we can blame it on the government printing money. We can blame it on inflation. We can blame it on stimulus. We can blame it, whatever you want to point your finger to. Crypto people, the crypto bugs out there. If you want to just blame it on BitConnect. Do I need a shiny head like BitConnect guy? I don't know. But the point was, anybody who bought any reserve list cards 6 to 12 months ago, holy crap, did you make a lot of money. And it kind of is what it is. And during that time period, very few people were buying. Everybody was so negative. Hoard your cash. Cash is king. Don't be purchasing. Wait for the market to keep dropping. And again, the joke of the Stay the Course was born earlier this year. Made the shirts, which, by the way, I think we're down to 50 shirts left. I think out of a couple thousand. If you're interested in a Stay the Course, the 2020 thing, by the way, link below, eBay description. Got a shill for myself. There's still a little bit left. I think it's below 100 now, maybe 40 to 50. Some sizes I think are down to 10 or 20 shirts. But it was just crazy because earlier this year, nobody was talking about, hey guys, we need to start build, we need to buy, we need to do. Nobody was doing that. Nobody. Go back and find the videos I was publishing from 6 to 9 months ago. Look at the anger and thumbs down of people just cursing. Well, I guess a lot of the cursing, I guess YouTube filters and doesn't publish those comments. I mean, you have to manually do that? I don't know how that works. And I know, you should see, the comments and the things of just the thumbs down and anger of saying, look at this idiot trying to tell people to buy reserve list cards and the world's ending. That was the general consensus. That was the Timmy mindset. That was the short-term person who doesn't have the depth and doesn't have the character, doesn't have the experience to see the longer road of what's coming. But even I got it wrong a little. Remember, my quote-unquote, I looked back in the videos, I was telling people in 2019, especially when 2020 hit and it got really bad, I said, hey, people were pulling their buy list. I said, I'm going to keep buying, but I said, look, even if you're only getting 30 cents on the dollar, I'm going to keep buying, but I don't recommend you sell unless you absolutely have to. If you're in a situation to weather the storm that happened, it's still happening in 2020's dumpster over here. If you're in that position, you need to slowly be building. Even if the prices still keep drop as you're buying, it's no different than buying equities on Wall Street, or even buying debt on Wall Street, or even if you're an options trader trying to buy derivatives. If you're trying to build a position in a large amount of contracts or leaps for long term, you don't buy all at once. You do the same thing you do if you're trying to collect shares of, Rudy's Taco Stand. If you have 100 grand to buy into Rudy's Taco Stand, you don't take 100 grand, clip market order and dump it. You chop it up into blocks of $5,000 or $10,000, and you move blocks once per week, once per month over a longer period of time, so you have more of an actual accurate price point due to the market swings. So I know there's a couple people that maybe took that advice, but I know the majority, I would say probably 95 to 99% of people still just thought it was terrible, stupid. I remember the videos. I need to go back and find some of that stuff. People were posting online and commenting about, only Rudy would be trying to push the market up so he doesn't lose everything in his reserve list card. It was just insane. These conspiracy theories started to get born. People started to make up this weird stuff. But here we are. To my surprise, it's still 2020. The dumpster fire is still here. It's September 2020 now. Okay? Today's September 2nd. I don't know when you guys are going to watch the video. Maybe September 3rd or 4th. And here we are. And I'm that feels like a million years away now. Those videos from just 6 months ago, it feels like a whole different world. The magic market 6 months ago with reserve list cards versus the magic market today, it's we're not even in the same universe. 6 months ago, stores wouldn't take old cards, everything shut down, don't touch it, the prices were just boom, boom. And now it's oh my God, I should have bought, I need to get it, we got a FOMO, we got to rush, we got to get into it. And it's that's how quick things change, everybody. That is the speed of which, if you use emotion and short-term market noise, the media, the news online, the Reddits, any of the, even YouTube channels like Creepy Rudy in a Basement and Tacos. If you listen to me, you're just going to have a house filled with tacos. You got to be careful. You got to look long-term, everybody. That's very, very important. I don't think people have the capability to do that. It's serious.